Hello everyone, my name is Devin with HDpiano.com, and in today's lesson I'll be showing you guys how to play Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I'll give you a little demonstration of what we're learning in this video, and then we'll break it down. Here we go. 3, 4. All right, so that's all we're going to get through in this video. That's the intro and a bit of that first verse. But over at HDpiano.com, we're going to finish off this melody version. So as you can see, I'm playing the melody in my right hand. We're going to learn this first because it's kind of the simpler arrangement. And then we're going to jump over to the accompaniment version in case you're working with a singer or you're singing yourself. We'll talk about ways to do that. So there's all sorts of stuff in store over at HDpiano.com. Hope to see you there after this. Before I dive in, got a quick question, and it's rather literal. This is Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, and my question is, what is your favorite season? Comment below. Personally, I'm going to go with fall. I like spring and fall the most. I like those kind of temperate, like cool mornings, nice sunny afternoons. But spring just kind of freaks me out because I'm never sure when summer's coming, and summer in New York is just a little too hot and humid. So I like fall because it's a nice come down from the summer. It's like, yes. Anyways, now you know. Plus you get those fall colors. All right, let's dive in. We are in the key of E major. Now that's our major scale. It is important to know that whenever you're in any key, learning any song, I would say. But this song is drawing from a lot of very jazzy harmony. So we're going to see, I believe, throughout the course of this song, every one of the 12 available notes because we're modulating for that second verse. And we have a lot of just kind of like notes that aren't in the key, like these two. And we're going to see a lot of that stuff. So we'll talk about all that here. And let's just get started. Our first chord. What a bold way to start a song, am I right? This is such a great intro. F sharp major over E. So what we call this is kind of like a pedal E in the bass. And if you noticed in the intro, my left hand really only played one note, this E. I occasionally caught a G sharp for a chord, but it's just the whole intro is over a pedal E. So that's the term for when the bass just repeats a note while the harmony changes on top. So let's look at these chords. We have F sharp major, C sharp, F sharp, and A sharp in the right. And middle C is here. Now we're going to take these outer two notes and take them down a half step. And this gives us A minor 6 over E, or you could call it F sharp diminished. I think it's more of a A minor 6th. Here's an A minor 6 chord, A, C, E, F sharp. And we're just putting that A on top and getting rid of that E because we already have it in the left hand. From F sharp major to A minor 6 over E to E major 9. And here's where this little melody comes in. And that's all coming out of that E major scale. Right, so we have a D sharp, E, F sharp, and G sharp. We're going to hold a B with our thumb and a G sharp with our left hand, and that pedal E will continue below. Just see if you can walk around the scale here. All right, so we're just looking at the chords with no tempo yet. F sharp major over E. A minor 6 over E. E major 9. Just walk around. And do it again. And here's our E major 9. And we end this time on G sharp. All right, so that's kind of the rubato, a-tempo version. Now, let's put a little rhythm in there. The first two measures are simple because the right hand is just hanging out on whole notes. The left hand is playing that bass line, which is just doom, doo, doom, doom, doo, doom. All right, so that's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Put those together. 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now hit your chord. All right, so we can stop there for now. One more time. 3, 4. All right, great. So that's the first two measures. Now what happens in the next measure? Let's look at the right hand first. Actually, let's look at the left hand first because that's continuing. So instead of it just being 1, 2, and 3, we have 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. So we add in the and of 4 for these next two measures. So let's try it again in sequence, all 4 measures. A little slower. 3, 4, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Sorry, jumped the gun there with the right hand a little bit. Now I want to point out that you can keep that bass line short if you'd like. Or you can use pedal. I was using my pedal in the first demo. It's up to you, however you want to interpret that. Okay, so what's going on rhythmically in the right hand? Well, we hit F sharp, E, D sharp, E, F sharp, G, and we do it twice. And the rhythm is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, put those together. And then we land on F sharp major over E. All right, so then at the end of this intro, we launch into the melody. And this line is a little bit different. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. We walk up to G sharp, all on upbeats. 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and you're just too good to be true. And that melody starts on a B while we hold an E in the left and we prepare to jump down to a lower octave E to bring it down for that verse. So those are quarter note triplets on B. So that means over the span of 2 quarter notes, we play 3 notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right? So 3 notes in the span of 2 beats. All right, we've got the whole intro. Let me just play it down nice and slow, and then we'll move into the verse. 2, 3, 4. Taking away the pedal. All right, so you're just too good to be true. We land on E6 is essentially this chord, but basically we have an E major chord. And I just want to walk through the harmony real quick because we're going to see something similar to what we saw in the intro, which is kind of this melody created by the harmony, right? We saw this. That's effectively what's happening in the intro. Though we hit this F sharp, it's kind of implying this major third here, which we hear down here. So, right, we had this C sharp, A sharp, down a half step, down a half step. Beautiful progression. So we're going to see something similar in the verse, which is starting from E. So we have E major, then we have E major 7, which means that E goes to D sharp, that's the major 7. Then it's going to go to D natural, and that's E dominant 7. And this 3rd and 7th here, the 7th and the 3rd of that chord, this is a bit of jazz harmony. They create a lot of tension. It's a tritone. It's the so-called devil's interval from the old Baroque days. And release. E7 takes us nicely to A major. That's a 5th resolution. E down to A. So from E7 to A. So that line here is just going down chromatically from E to D sharp to D natural to A. And we're not going to get there in this video, but it's going to continue all the way down to C sharp and down to E and then A sharp, A, and back to G sharp. All right, so we're just doing that, hitting that chromatic scale. So it's every 2 measures. There's that D natural to A major, the C sharp. All right, so now we just have to slap the melody on top of that. C sharp, B, G sharp, and then B up to C sharp. All right, so you see how I'm doing that? Hitting the chord, and then just kind of holding these two notes. And those are quarter note triplets as well. So triplet, yeah. 1, 2, and triplet, yeah. Again, same chord, same rhythm, just a D sharp instead of an E. And then again. This time we just stop on the B, we don't do the grace. All right, and this here we have D natural, E, and G sharp. And I'm playing these two notes with my thumb. It just makes the melody easier to play, but you could play it like this if you'd like. And then B, B, A. It's the first time we see a different melody there. B, B, A, B, A, B, A. And we hit C sharp and E below with A in our left. So the whole verse, nice and slow. To D sharp in the harmony, to D natural, E7, to A major. And that rhythm there is 1 and 2 and 3, 4. All right, so we've gotten through the whole verse. Nice work. Over at HDpiano.com, we're just going to pick up where we left off. We're going to finish through this entire verse in E major, as well as take a look at the verse in G major, right? Because this song modulates after the first chorus. And yeah, and we'll just kind of plug along. So it's been a pleasure. My name is Devin with HDpiano.com. How about I just play it down for you guys one more time at a nice slow tempo. Intro into the verse. 3, 4. A little slower, sorry. Great, there you have it. While you're here, please like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That way you'll know about all of our upcoming lessons. New lesson every day. My name is Devin, and we'll see you guys soon.